What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Real Squad. I'm your host, Bryce, and today we got the season finale of Moon Knight. Now, if you checked out my last video, Northman, you know that from now on, when I'm dealing with these TV shows, I'm only going to do like the first 2 or 3 episodes, depending on how it goes, and then I'll probably come back and do the season finale at the end. Okay, with that being said, Moon Knight. This was a well, no, it wasn't long at all, actually. I would say a long psychological journey, but as far as episodes, only 6 episodes. We were finally here with the end. Boy, I have mixed feelings about the entire series, but all in all, I think I'm happy with what Moon Knight did as far as it being a first time outing for this superhero. In this episode, the finale, we have Mark going back to save Steven after he has fell off the boat into like the sands of time, and or the land of the dead, where he is stuck in the sand. Mark goes back and saves him, and their hearts become even more balanced, and it glows, and they're able to resurrect. And as soon as they resurrect, my man Khonshu notices it. But this is the episode where everything comes together. You know what I mean? Like, everything we've been waiting for comes to a head. We've been waiting for the third personality to show himself and to see what Amit is all about. The alligator lady. Amit, the design, the CGI on that, I like that a lot. She looked better than the hippo to me. So I like that. It was a good bad guy. I was actually surprised on how that all went down after Harold resurrected her, which was dope in itself. I like how he got the new upgraded staff. He got more power once he found her. But I was shocked that he was like, well, since my scales ain't balanced, I'm ready to go. And she like, nah, I worked with people whose scales are perfectly balanced, and look what happened to me. Like, I'll deal with you like this. And he was like, well, if you want me like this, I'm here to serve. So it was interesting that he was ready to die, like, for his cause. Like, he believed his cause through and through. It wasn't a point where he was like, oh, damn, man, she resurrected? Okay, I did mean it, but not serious. Like, nah, that boy Harold stuck through and through to everything that he said. So as a bad guy, I'm definitely going to pit him with the Thanos and Killmonger category, as far as him being super interesting, not having such a bad view on how he wanted to do things, but how he wanted to do it was too cruel. So I get it, man. Harold was definitely a likable villain. Those are always hard to do, but I feel like when you do it, it makes the storyline even better. And with this entire series dealing with like DID, like what is it, like split personality disorder, I thought it handled it really well. It went super deep into it, even as far as explaining how Steven was created. When Mark was a kid, his mom would beat him because she felt that he was responsible for his little brother's death, and so he ended up creating Steven to take the beating. But in all reality, I don't think Steven even realized that. He always assumed the mom was nice, and Mark kept the beating memories, even though Steven got the beatings. So it was kind of like dark. And there was a moment where I think her name is Tamarit, the hippo lady. A couple of army dudes are getting killed, and Layla is trying to save or trying to stop Harold, and she's talking through the guys that are dead. And I'm like, why is this so off-putting right now? It was funny, and it definitely played for laughs, but for some reason it definitely threw me off. I'm like, oh, that's why it's throwing me off. Like, they dead. She's just talking through them. So I'm like, okay, like, this show was definitely a lot darker in some moments, and I wonder if people are going to have a problem with the third personality, because we do find out there's a post-credit scene, basically, of us seeing Jake Lockley. This was Mark and Steven's third personality, the one throughout all the series doing the most brutal killings, like blood everywhere. His hands was always bloody, but we never got to see him do his fighting. Now, I necessarily don't have a problem with that. I would have liked to see him, like Jake, more in action. With like the last episode, he came out one more time when Moon Knight seemed like he was out of power. Jake kicked in and destroyed everybody around him and defeated Harold. And so we don't even really get to see Harold get defeated. The fight between him and Moon Knight was definitely dope. And you got the fight with Khonshu and Amit in the background as giant kaiju monsters. That was pretty much like the best part of the episode. But yeah, once the fight was over and everything, like I said, I don't know if people are gonna have mixed feelings because people wanted to see that third personality in action, and you only get to see Jake in action at the very end when him and Khonshu actually go kill Harold. Because Harold pretty much goes to like a psychiatric jail, basically home. It's not the same place Mark and Steven was in, because that was in Steven's and Mark's head. So this is an actual real place that Jake Lockley steals him out of, puts him in a car, and shoots him in the head 3 times or whatever. So, I mean, like I said, if that wasn't in there, the ending would have been pretty bad and like kind of like that's it. So I'm definitely glad they put that post credit in there. This show could have probably dealt with a couple more episodes and would have been a little better, like maybe 8 episodes, or maybe if this episode was a little bit longer. But they had to cram a lot into it, and the fact that Layla ends up becoming the avatar for the hippo, that was a dope part. I did like that part. Her costume was clean. The way she fought was clean. The only thing that threw me off, and I know this is gonna probably piss some people off, but when the little girl says, "Are you an Egyptian superhero?" I'm like, Jesus. Like, when stuff like that happens, like, okay, you could have been like, "Wow, are you a superhero?" That was natural. But to say, "Are you an Egyptian superhero?" That's way too specific. And so it definitely threw me off at the moment. But I know it's the world we living in right now. It's Disney. So, you know, I can kind of push that to the side. It's whatever. I'm not really tripping off that. But I'm going to go ahead and scale this episode and the season as a whole. I'm going to give this episode I'm give it a 7. Like I said, it definitely answered a lot of questions, but it made me want more in a way to see the character of Jake Lockley and how him and Khonshu are going to go on handling things. But as a whole show, I think I'm gonna stick with a 7, a solid, maybe a 7.5. I like Loki and I like WandaVision much better than this, but I like this better than Falcon and Winter Soldier and Hawkeye. So I guess it lies right in the middle. I mean, the more fantastical for me, the better, always. And like I said, it had that little Egyptian theme going with it, so it had me with that too. But all in all, I think Moon Knight is a series you should definitely watch. Like I said, I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the Marvel bigger picture, so you can watch it whenever. But we will see, because as of right now, I think it's only supposed to be 1 season. It was only supposed to be like a 6-episode season. So depending on how the reactions turn out, maybe we will get another season. But yeah, man, you guys let me know in the comments below how you guys felt about Moon Knight. Was it a good show? Was it underwhelming? Was the ending underwhelming? Or was it everything that you really wanted? Make sure you hit that like button and that sub if you're new here. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I got some more videos coming, some unboxings I got to get ready for you guys to do. And yeah, man, it's been real with the Real Squad.